Caledonia Warriors getting ready for the sectional semifinals Saturday afternoon against St. Charles. They got a victory the other night over Lewis General Tura, and I know there's always difference looking at the stat sheet of a game than actually being there and seeing the game for itself. You did lead 14-0 at the end of the first quarter and 34-0 at the halftime break, but one of the articles I read in the game, you mentioned that you need to get off to a little better start than you did last Wednesday night. In what specific ways?
Just being more physical right away. Again, I think I said it last week, Darren, we got a lot of respect for Coach Olsen and his staff. I just think it's dangerous to just let another opponent hang around. And again, there's a difference between panicking and just, doing what you got to do and getting off the ball. And I just think we need to come off harder and be more physical and drive block and open up alleys and lanes and give our quarterback more time instead of waiting 2 or 3 series. I don't like that.
And defensively, overall, the results of the game, you pitched another shutout, your 4th in 9 games this year, and you scored twice directly off the defense. What made the defense click last week?
We did get off the ball. We were blowing up gaps. We were making sure that we were pinning them, keeping them inside, doing all the things that we talked about. We weren't, diddly daddling. We were just going and using good technique. And yeah, we got the ball a couple times and we're able to convert right to points, which is extremely important, especially in high school football.
And knowing the fact it's postseason playing for everybody, it's a do or die situation. How important is it just to have that mental wherewithal to do what you can from the get-go, knowing the fact that early on a play could change the momentum for the game, and all of a sudden a team that you don't want sticking around can stick around a heck of a lot longer than you want them to.
Yeah, and that's I think the hardest thing right now to get through to young people is that you don't want to take that chance. And we talk a lot about being businesslike and just getting our job done. And St. Charles looked really good against Triton. Did a great job. Looked like a totally different team, Darren, than what we played just a week and a half ago. And so our biggest, job right now as coaches is getting them to understand, the kids from St. Charles are playing hard, and we cannot afford to just think, oh, we got this in the bag, because we don't. That's a foolish and immature mindset, and we don't tolerate that as a coaching staff. And, like I said, they looked very good against Triton. Well, I think I see Triton as an up and coming program. And I know Matt and his father are working hard to get St. Charles changed as well.
And St. Charles brings that veer to the table as well. And you got a quick turnaround from a different style offense on a Wednesday or on Tuesday night to a veer this week. How much of a challenge does that add to the equation, perhaps?
Well, their main halfback, number 3, please forgive me, I'm not great at names, Darren. He ran extremely hard. And then they did a great job of running the quarterback keeper, the +1, right? So you got, everybody's using their quarterbacks, right? It's the old zone read, except now that people are doing it out of the veer or the wing tee or whatever it is. And it gives you that +1. And sometimes you got to remind the kids too, now that they're using both backs as blockers, the quarterback becomes a tailback, and he's doing a nice job of getting the edge and getting downhill.
From a general perspective, how do you handle the practice and preparation and management of that in this quick turnaround Tuesday to Saturday?
Well, I think it's extremely important, Darren, to keep your kids fresh. They got to be fast. At the end of the day, like, I know it's cheesy, but we like to call our kids racehorses and stallions and things like that. And, that's the point of all the work that you've done in the preseason, the summertime when we get our practices, we reflect back to our Augustana camp. This is why we did all this work, so that we can make sure that you're fresh and recovered and that you're ready to go. And you gotta reflect back on all your fundamentals and everything that we do when we face so many different offenses at that camp.
And what's going to take to move on to next Friday night?
Well, defensively, we got to take care of their fullback trap. They did a tremendous job on that. Then their dive, and then their quarterback power. Their sweep. We can't allow them any cheapies on the pass. They're pretty much a bootleg or a deep vertical. We just can't let any of those get by us. Offensively, we just got to get off the ball. We got to get mean and nasty, make holes for our tremendous running backs, and then we got to be able to complete our nice short medium game.
All right, Coach, here's hoping we can have another conversation next week. Keep your guys healthy. We wish you best of luck Saturday afternoon.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it, Darren. Thank you very much.
Carl Fruechte getting set for the sectional semifinal. It's Caledonia and St. Charles Saturday afternoon in Caledonia.